Rideshare companies Uber and Lyft are only a signature away from returning to Austin. On Wednesday, the Senate approved House Bill 100, sending it to Governor Abbott's desk. It's a single statewide law that replaces all local ride-hailing laws that cities and counties have approved. That includes Austin's ordinance requiring fingerprint background checks for drivers. Austin voters approved the ordinance just over a year ago. Rideshare companies like Uber and Lyft called the rules unnecessary and burdensome. Both companies stopped operating in Austin shortly after the vote. Other ride-hailing companies formed to try and fill the void and follow the city's requirements. Ride Austin is one of those companies. Right now, they carry between 50 and 60,000 riders each week. They're worried that they could lose both riders and drivers when big companies like Uber and Lyft return.
I do believe that Uber and Lyft are going to come in with their $12 billion in cash, and they're going to try to crush the local nonprofit.
Ride Austin said despite Uber and Lyft coming back, they will still keep their fingerprinting policy in place. They're also forming a Kickstarter campaign to raise enough money to pay some drivers full-time with full benefits and paid vacation. A new system is on the way to handle abused and neglected children in Texas foster care. House members voted on Friday to send Senate Bill 11 to the governor. The bill shifts responsibilities to a standalone agency, which will now report to Governor Greg Abbott. It follows hundreds of child deaths under the watch of Child Protective Services. A bill that aims to make it easier for victims to report sexual assaults on college campuses cleared a state Senate committee. House Bill 16 includes several measures pushed by Austin Senator Kirk Watson. Rachel Glazer looks at how the bill would put new requirements on both public and private universities.
I was afraid that I would be punished or blamed.
Christina Brightbeal spent one of her last days as a college student at the state capitol.
I immediately began sobbing and attempted to push him off.
She told lawmakers she survived 2 sexual assaults and then came up against victim blaming at UT Austin. She says it's part of college culture.
If alcohol was involved, we've heard even dressing provocatively.
That has to change.
Austin Democrat Senator Kirk Watson filed a series of proposals to empower victims and enable witnesses to report attacks without fear.
The ease of the reporting process is critical.
House Bill 16 would require Texas colleges to set up an online system for students to anonymously report sexual assault, harassment, stalking, or dating violence.
Our college campuses ought to be a place where people are safe and that they feel safe.
It would also prohibit universities from punishing those reporting who have broken a school's code of conduct, like underage drinking. Schools that don't meet those standards would get fined.
Well, you're putting the university in a very difficult position.
Some are concerned HB 16 would turn campuses into courts.
We've had cases of sexual assault. We've had cases of false charges. So we want to make sure we protect both of those.
Brightbeal graduates Saturday, but before she leaves college life behind, she wants to change the campus environment for future students.
That gives me hope, and I think it should give others hope.
Rachel Glazer for State of Texas.
The bill is now waiting for a vote in the state Senate. Thank you again for joining us for State of Texas. I'm Josh Hinkle. Have a great day.